The 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To the air right away is May. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just stuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack. Up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here we go, here we go. Street.
Throwing here is May. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher, and that's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. To the air, May. Out right to Bourne. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's 2nd down. They'll throw with May. He finds Douglas complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Here's May. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Second and 10. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's May. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Looking to throw, May. Over the middle, complete. It's Douglas. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, on comes Joey Sly for the Patriot field goal. Sly able to put this one through. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10, right at the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
In motion goes the tight end. Purdy looking to throw. Being chased out left. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the result. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Now Purdy. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 11 yards for number 11. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Back to throw, Purdy. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Ayuk going to go in motion right. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. He's into space past the 25. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready. Bronco switch. Go! Hurt. Go, Reed, go.
A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Jake Moody now for the point after. Oh, this will frustrate a coach right here. The flag is out before they get off the extra point, and this is going to be a delay of game. They'll try it again now after the 5-yard walk-off. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the shotgun, it's May. He finds his man, complete. It's Douglas. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd down and 6. From the gun, it's May. And that is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, May with it. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
They're going on 4th down, May. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Purdy. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Purdy will set up to throw it here. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now Moody for the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they try to go for it on 4th down. He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Throwing here, Purdy. And incomplete on the deep ball.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Purdy now to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Purdy. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this one is right down the middle. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far. While you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Ayuk going to go in motion right. Purdy now to throw off the play action. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Christian Gonzalez. And the Patriots are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them, because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got a man, Boutte. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Throwing here is May. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And the 49ers are going to take over here up near the 40. So his struggles just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know what they've always said? I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
baseline to kick off for the Patriots.
(17-3) the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Shotgun now with Purdy. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a two-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Looking to throw. Purdy connects with Kittle underneath. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play, because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 27-yard line. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Two yards to go, 2nd down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field.
And Kittle going to have a 49ers first down as he gets this down to the 13-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right, you look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game.
So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal.
This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the 4th quarter. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
They'll throw with May.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Douglas, the man in motion.
Here's May. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
To the air, May. Open man is born. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Now a 2nd and 10. Purdy looking to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Now Purdy. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Here comes the 49ers punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. The Pats at the line ready to go. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Looking to throw, May. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
To throw, it's May. This one to Bourne, and he's got it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Douglas with a grab over the middle. And the Patriots are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
From the shotgun, it's May.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
And the 49ers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here's 2nd and 3.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Back to throw, Purdy. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, my goodness. He had his tight end running free down the middle. I think maybe if you don't try to go for the home run ball and just kind of get it to him, just put it on him, this play will work out. But he led him too much, and that's a tough incompletion to handle.
So the victory here for San Francisco.
Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the first quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4? So we always talk about adjustments. You don't just wait till halftime. You do it series to series. They'll be working on that in preparation for their next game.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night, everybody, from Indianapolis.